Um, so you are probably wondering what you're looking at, and so what I've been working on for the past few days, and one of the reasons I haven't been streaming as much, is because I had an idea. In the past, on my YouTube channel, I've tried to do some like Dungeons and Dragons esque role play games where, or it was just one where I had like all the stats and everything tracked in an Excel sheet, and I was trying to randomly generate numbers on my calculator and stuff on the fly and draw things while I was going. And I thought the other day that I'd enjoy doing that, and especially in a time like this where everybody's kind of stuck at home, it seems like a cool idea to be able to stay in touch with my friends, to be able to do it online. Um, but I was thinking it wouldn't be too difficult to write an entire program to handle all of the automatic stuff, um, or the repetitive stuff. So like tracking stats, tracking experience, keeping track of what items people have in their inventory, um, and so those kind of things. And also doing random number generation. So I've been working on this little project, and right now I'm building the skeleton, um, with the idea that I'll make it more sophisticated later on. So what I have in front of you is actually, um, it's a text-based organizer. It's not done, but it has a lot of features already. So if I go, I can make a new character. So I can make it Jono. Yes, and then we'll go. You can pick your race, so I made up races. If somebody took this program and wanted to make it more official towards Dungeons and Dragons, um, then they could pretty easily go through and just adjust the races, um, in order uh, to make it so that it's more along the lines of what Dungeons and Dragons officially is. I've never really studied into the official side of Dungeons and Dragons too much. I actually don't have that much experience in general with imagination based role playing, but I I've always enjoyed the concept, and it's something that I'm trying to uh, try out again. So, oh, hey, Natalie, I see a lot of emotions in the chat. Um, but yeah, so if I have a character named Jono, then I can start a party and add Jono to the party. So now Jono's in the party. You can go look at the party and see who's in it. It's Jono. Um, oh my, indeed, Chelsea. Um, and then so then what I have right now, the only things I can do is I can go in as the dungeon master, and I can roll a die and see what the values are. That was a really lucky roll. Or I can, and the thing is that's funny about that is I can, uh, it's not restricted to like discrete sizes of die. Like I could just put in whatever size I want, and it will roll it because it's just a random number generator. Um, and then I can also go in and control the experience of characters. So if a character, let's say they attacked something, so then I can give them experience for their attack, and it'll tell me how close they are to their next level, or if they do level up, so I can do that again and give it like 21 experience. And hey, I leveled up. So then it goes to, um, the next level is harder to get to, obviously. Um, so, and what it already does is it's actually dynamically um, so based off of the character's base stats, race, and class, those are all going into the calculation of how much experience is necessary to level up. Um, what I need to do is to have it so that the program itself, or sorry, I need to put some more commands into the program. So what I'm planning to do today is to try and make it so that I can request information, um, and if that's possible, then that will make things a little bit easier. In the long run, I would like to have this be more of a visual experience. I want to have a front end on this that's kind of just like the menus that you would see in Easteria. And also, there's some other things I can do on a visual side of things, in order to make it a little bit more convenient. I want to be able to have like a little environment, sort of like how when people would play Dungeons and Dragons, with in person, you might have like a tabletop set up with some grids and things to help assign, like, oh, you can shoot something that's this far away and you can move this far. I basically want to do that in just like a game format. So if you have a party, then you can load the party into this environment and it'll just be like a bunch of icons in the party, on the screen, and in taking different turns, I can move people. I don't think I'll actually restrict how much somebody can move, but what I'll probably do is set up so that each turn there's like a circle, for how far they can move, and then also how far they can attack, those kind of things. And so the yeah, that's the idea. I want it to be something that's just like a visual aid, not necessarily like restricting the game in any sense, but can make it so that like it's easier to see what somebody needs to do to attack a monster or something like that. It's gonna take some time because I'll have to make it so that I can like spawn monsters in, and what I'll have to do when I am actually playing the game with people is probably have a lot of things like maybe common monsters, and if there's any that are strict to the that are specific to the storyline, have those prepared ahead of time, so that things can flow pretty easily when the action gets going. But yeah, I'm trying to make this. There's two things. I'm trying to make this robust. So I'm trying to make it so that if um, if someone like I want to make it so nobody can break it, right? Like if I type in random stuff here, it doesn't like close out the program. That seems like a simple thing if you're not coming from a programming background, but just trying to think ahead of everything that someone will do is a little bit difficult to deal with. So like if I put a number in here, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I want to try and like think ahead, because the other thing that I want to do is I want to make this open source. I want to post it online, not necessarily in the sense of trying to get myself like fame or anything, but I think this could be a decent resource if somebody was interested in using it. So I want to be able to share that with other people. And so what I've been doing, you'll see a lot of red in the actual coding side of things over here on the left. What I've been doing is actually commenting and explaining every part of my code so that I can just post this online and people will be able to understand how it works. But that's where it's at right now, and I was thinking on stream I'll probably just work on the code a little bit, and if anybody feels like chatting, doesn't have to be about the programming. I just figured I'd throw the stream on and see how it goes. So that's what's going to happen today. And if I get this a little bit more organized, I'll probably go back to the art streams But for right now, I'm feeling pretty inspired to do this. So that's what I'm doing at the moment.